Yeah, we were just sitting at the lights and two cars went around the corner, and the city's obviously, gets a tricky place to drive, and they've collected, and it was a decent smash. And yeah, we're in Sydney on the corner of Park Street and Elizabeth Street. I think, the most important thing you see in that is, cars are cars, they're material. As long as people walk away from there unharmed is the main thing. They were clearly in a lot of shock.
Do you feel like that's just like a natural instinct thing for you to, I guess?
Yeah, I think I understand in this day and age, people can go, look, it's dangerous, we don't want to get involved. People are recording, so they don't want anything to come back on them. I understand all that, but for me, I'm still that old school where you get out there and you help someone, because I know what it's like needing help and people just walk past me and not interested. G'day legends, welcome to the first episode of Nathan's Lawns and Gardens. I'm Nathan Stafford and I'd like to invite you on this journey. We are going to go behind the scenes and see what I do out in the community. We're also going to meet some fantastic people that I've had the opportunity to help. We have a very special guest from the Mighty West Tigers, Terrell May, and also tell a little bit about my story. Let's go.
How'd you guys meet?
We met online.
On a dating app.
Yep.
What was it called?
Why?
It's actually... Alright, say it again? Yeah, just like...
Yeah, we met online, on an online app, dating app, and...
Very lucky.
Children?
There are two boys from my previous relationship, Benji and Maddie, and we have had a beautiful little daughter, Sage. Benji and Maddie definitely know what I do, and Sage is just starting to sort of understand that Dad's on the TV.
Yeah, and she says Nathan's Lawns and Gardens, and she knows the thumbs up. So yeah, she gets it a little bit.
Yeah.
I have a background in product development. So there came a point where we said that what would be better for our families, that I came on board to work for Nathan. Whether that's a good or a bad thing sometimes, because we're in each other's face all the time, and the rest is history.
Woodsy, you're on the whippersnipper.
Yes,
Kat, you're a
beautiful.
wonderful gurneyer.
I'm good at gurneying.
And we will come out and we'll do your lawns.
Who's blowing?
Well, that's why we brought in Nathan. So welcome to the show, Nathan.
Thanks everyone for having me.
We don't really know what we're doing. We will be straight up. So you got to be supervising. If it rains, we're still working.
We're on.
Correct.
Your mowers work in the rain.
Yep.
It's funny, like you can say like Triple M or something like that. I was just out with, say, someone like Aaron Woods, who, I loved him as a Tigers, as a footy player. I used to love going out and watching him, and next minute I'm out here with him mowing lawns.
I'm Geoff Coffle. I've lived here for about 40 years. I've had a few medical problems and also look after a couple of older mates, taking them to medical appointments and that. Now director of the local ex-services club and prepare for retirement. Things have got away on me in the yard. Mower broke down a couple of months ago and then it's been raining ever since, so we're well and truly overgrown. Yeah, it's awesome that Nathan's been able to come and help us out, particularly with the guys from Triple M. Was in the army a while ago. I was a banker for a fair while, but then became a carer for my elderly parents. They passed away in their 90s. She's a Shire dog. She was a country girl. I didn't know it at the time, but I had her aunt. So she was with her aunt for a bit, but yeah, we lost her aunt a month after Dad died. So she's here with me now.
All right, so we got Geoff here. Geoff, mate, we had the boys out here. We have cleaned up your yard in the rain. Not ideal conditions, but we still got it done. What do you reckon? How'd they go?
Great job. Well
Yeah.
done, boys.
Thanks, Geoff.
Awesome.
Don't let it get too long again.
My name's Laura Brown and this is my parents' house. They've not long passed. They had a fulfilling and wonderful life. Yeah, so it just got away with them a bit, so I've kind of been over trying to manage it, but it's just got a bit overwhelming for me. Yeah, I thought I'd give Nathan, look him up and give him a call and see what was happening, and then Triple M was there and it all just happened.
Off to a good start.
Nice safety with glasses. Yeah, they're little rescue dogs. I've always had rescue dogs. You know, they come with their own personalities, but it's worth it. Yeah, I'd rather that than a boring dog, and they're certainly not boring. Yeah, I'm just kind of dealing with what you deal with when people pass away, and just have one job that's not on my to-do list. It's just been amazing. I'm completely overwhelmed with all this, and it's just been, yeah, it's been great.
Thanks, Laura. Thanks for having us.
You think we're going to turn up? You thought we were staying, didn't you?
So I got a message from you here over a month ago, reaching out saying, hey, let's make a video, let's go help someone in the community. We've had a bit of bad weather and a bit of bad luck going on over the last few weeks. We've had to postpone. You have been fantastic at the Tigers. Your form has been another level. Your meters, your defence, big minutes for a big boy. What do you put that down to?
I just reckon it's down to my hard work off the field. Like, been doing grinding since I was 6 years old. My dad, like I've said, my dad was just pretty psycho. So yeah, he's just built up this kind of mental tappedness in my head. So yeah, I just put it down to my effort and my dad. So, and then obviously coming over to the club, they put a lot of trust and faith into me. So yeah, I'm just trying to repay them back.
Yeah, nice. And I'm going to put a link up in the comments on your YouTube video. I went over there and I had a look. And I asked you to go have a look. It's very interesting. You of your brothers and your father, and it was around this area. There's a hill or something that you used to have to run up and down as a young fella.
Yeah, legit across the road right there.
And I think what I liked most about that YouTube video was listening to your dad talk. He came across, he was pretty stern with you boys. He didn't muck around or take no nonsense.
That's why my dad was so strict, because my mum was very naughty when she was younger, in gangs and that kind of stuff around this area. So my dad was pretty naughty too. So they just try to teach us a better life. Yeah, I just want to stay in the community. I already do. No one would know a bit in the community. I go down to my local junior club quite a bit, maybe every month, and just go train there with the younger boys. And they got a disability team that I go and they play with, me and my brother. So yeah, also sometimes we come out here and train, and there'll be kids that are out here that just look up to us, and we just try to give them a word and teach them stay off the streets. We didn't always do the right thing, but at the end of the day, that wasn't my parents' fault. That was on us. So yeah, I just want to do this YouTube stuff, Twitch, and help out the community. And yeah.
What sort of got you into doing that?
I've always wanted to become a YouTuber, Twitch streamer, since I was just teenage years. But I just didn't really have the platform to do it. And now that I got this platform, I was just like, bro, I might as well start trying to do something on the side, just because, you know, footy ain't everything. It's a short career, so you got to kind of base yourself out there. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, and hopefully when I do retire, that's something I can stay on the grind with, like you, bro.
As I said, you've been copping a bit on social media, and as someone that knows that, I can cop a fair bit on there too, and it's hard. We're still humans, you know. Yeah, we're on social media, but these are coming from strangers that don't know us, that want to have an opinion, and there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, like with your life down here with the kids, all that they don't see. You know what? And I'm a perfect example of this. As I said before, there are people that know little bits of my story. There's some that I don't want to share on social media. You know, I had a troubled, you know, growing up as a young fella. I ended up on the streets, and I was heading down, you know, a path to jail. Nothing that I'm proud of. And you know, I put my hand up and say I've made many mistakes, and I still make mistakes, and we're human, and people are gonna make mistakes. And I think you've got the right attitude. And you know, as I said, mate, I personally, as a Tigers fan, I just wish you all the best, and thanks for coming out here.
Thanks for having me, brother. Thank you.
I need to eat. Okay. Can I have some spare change, please, mate? I need to eat.
What was your name?
Robert.
Robert?
Yes.
This all your stuff?
Yes.
Where do you live?
I live on the street. Everything.
When I see him, it reminds me of the nights when I was out on the street. But it always sort of hits me in the face, because it's just such a lonely place. It's a scary place. And you know, it's like how does one get to this point, especially in a place like Australia, for instance, where we're supposed to be a lucky country. There should be enough places and roofs and you know, for people to be living under, not out in the cold or whatever on the street. I think when you're outside on your own, and you realise that there's not many people that want to know you, they don't want to be a part of your life. It's a pretty awful place to be in. You know, all my friends that I went to school with, as yourself, they all knew that I was not in a good way. I was doing the wrong things. Mate, I'm going to take you down to a place in Woolloomooloo, here in Sydney, Australia. And it's a place where I used to live on the streets down there. So yeah, I was only young, and yeah, all around here there's a place called Matthew Talbot, where a lot more of the older men live. So just down here on the left was where I slept, just under this little bridge here. That was in 2003. It was pretty rough, pretty scary place. I ended up there through making some wrong choices and some silly choices. You know, some stuff's, you know, happened in my life as a young fella, and I guess I went down a road to try to self-medicate some of the pain and hurt that had happened to me. Basically, just wanted to do anything to escape, myself, really. It wasn't a place for a young fellow like me. A lot of men addicted to drugs, mental health problems, desperate. And I remember the cold nights lying there, you know, with a blanket over my head, trying to be big and tough out here because there was a lot of old men, but underneath I'd be crying. It was very hard to get any sleep because I always had one eye sort of opened, worried that someone might come up and try to grab me or harm me or take the little possessions that I did have on me. I'd burn a lot of bridges and yeah, it just got to the point that it was, this is where I ended, and it was really, if Nathan's got two choices here. Nathan's got to either help Nathan or this is Nathan's life now. For me, when I see people homeless these days, I'll do my best to stop. I can't help everyone, but I definitely will do my best to stop. And if I've got a coin or something in my wallet or a note or something, I'll give it, because it's horrible living out in the streets.
Thank you, Nathan.
Okay, so that's all for you?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. I got $100 for you.
All right, thank you, Nathan.
How does that sound?
Beautiful. I'm very happy with that.
Because you go on social media and you can really see some negative stuff. You really can see some awful things on there. And I just think, how can I use my platforms to just try and turn a negative into a bit of a positive? And as I say, I don't know where it's going, but hopefully it, you know, can just keep going in a good direction.
I just try and get him not to pay attention to the negative, which is very hard. That's all I can do, is try and tell him to not sweat the small stuff and to think about the good things in his life, and he has many. And yeah, just concentrate on the good stuff and continue to do what he does best, which is highlighting things and helping people. Yeah, people are very quick to judge and say, oh, he does this for a video or whatever, but they don't see him at home, you know, for hours talking to, whether it be NDIS or ministers or whoever it may be, that essentially takes away from our family time, but he's doing it to help people. So that is hard. But it's important, and now it's important to me because I'm stuck with him. So it's important to both of us that he keeps doing what he does, because it helps people, and it's yeah, making lives better.
I heard about Nathan from a friend. Said follow him on Facebook, and so I checked out his page and I actually sent him a message. I was really in need because it was just me and my grandson at home, and I take care of 3 of my grandchildren as well. We weren't at home most of the time with the garden getting unkept. So he came to my rescue. My name is Selena Timothy. I'm a Gardwa Yanyuwa woman from Woolloomooloo in the Northern Territory. I came to live down here in Sydney 10 years ago, and so I've been working around Inner West, Redfern, with the Metropolitan Local Aboriginal Land Council as their Cultural Heritage Officer. Then I moved to work with Margingal Women's Centre in Redfern. I also assist with young mums and bubs. We distribute nappies, wipes. So I'm always there for other women, giving and helping. And sometimes we neglect ourselves. My elder sister's son one day they were bored, and he just picked up some charcoal and done a portrait of my younger son. Yeah, so my nephew, and they basically grew up together. So in it, he's captured everything what resembles my son, and so it's very unique, and it's a special. Yeah, it's a special piece. He is gifted.
So how does it feel?
Oh, feels relieved, really. It's like a little bit of weight has lifted off, and I appreciate what Nathan has done to my backyard. I've done half. I probably wouldn't do half the job what he's done, and it was smaller before he started, but it's a whole big yard now.
Selena, are you happy with that?
Yes, thank you.
You are? Okay. When I was doing it, I was thinking something. I was thinking about your grandma, looking after your grandkids. You're doing a lot for a lot of people. If someone could do something for you, what would you, if you could have one thing that you'd like, what would it be?
For myself, maybe a haircut.
A haircut. All right. Well, you know what?
Like,
You know what? A haircut is pretty good. Put out your hands.
oh,
There's $500 there for you. You can go get a few haircuts. This is for you, okay? You look after your family. You need to now look after you, okay? I hope that helps you. You can give me a hug. Don't worry about this handshake stuff. Thank you so much for allowing us to do this. And as I said, look after yourself, and you're doing a fantastic job. And it's people like you that you're fantastic. Okay?
don't forget about yourself too. There are kind people that want to help and are genuine enough to, support someone who's, struggling. And I wish, sometimes there are more people like Nathan out there.
All right, legends. Well, I hope you enjoyed that episode of Nathan's Lawns and Gardens. Don't forget, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, keep on keeping on.